Hello, hello. Continuing off with Sally's story. What? Huh, okay. Well, I say it only changes zones. Oh, you sure only poop clear when you're in a chemically altered state? Oh, right. Mushrooms. You're getting some water up here for her toxic wastewater for her blackberry. So we got nothing to unlock. Huh. What's going on? Rat home. Home of the rats. Stuff up her lip, that's for damage, right? Yes. A canteen, that's very good. I'm gonna use a flashlight. Those are humans up there. I feel like I shouldn't have been close to them. Oh. Huh. Okay, let's go the other way then. If there is a way over here. See anyone around me. These people are like fully on me. I'm not careful. Jeez. Came out of nowhere. Okay, it's on. Check on this. Okay, it seems a bit better. Right at the outskirts, so. I'm taking damage for doing that, so maybe I shouldn't do that. First, yeah, I got these weapons right there. Alright, let's check you.
You'd never believe the day Mummy's had.
And there's another one right there. Looks a bit too dangerous. Let's try going around here. There's one guy there. But I haven't seen it. Let's grab him, I guess. What?
Sally, your customer relations leave something to be desired.
Alright. Search the ashes. Okay. I need some weapons. Badly. Ooh, mushrooms. Okay. Wait. It's a dead end. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. walking down here without getting caught. That's all I can do. Sneak until I get out of here. Is that the place I need to get out?
I half expect to see some horribly mutated Cheshire cat watching me from one of these trees. Oh. Where do I get the keycard to this?
Heck is a brawl. Brawling. I literally just picked it up. Where is it? Oh. Let's heal since I need it. How's my food going? I'll go check that again. Here. Hunger and thirst is doing fine. Yeah. Oh, hello. Pretty sure this is about to break very soon.
And that's for telling lies about me after school.
So do I still have that weapon? It's just broken, or? No, it's straight out going, okay. So-called toxic water. Let's see. I was dismayed to learn that 6 Rat Home employees quit over fears that the Joy Factory wastewater causes plague. A better supervisor would surely have stopped such rumor from mongering. It is your own fault for rejecting my suggestion that you test the waters on wastrels to allay workers' fears. I was quite insulted by your suggestion that these experiments would be unethical. We cannot cure wastrels, therefore surely experimenting on them is the correct, ethical choice. Logic clearly dictates that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. If you cannot see your way to agree, then perhaps someone else would be better suited to be the supervisor. Oh, Bobby did. So what, do I have to lockpick this, I guess? That or there's another path, probably. Ooh, pipe wrench. There it is, of course. Well, at least I got a weapon from that. So. I always feel safe.
Aha! I was sure Antoine had another lab, but he always said it was my imagination. A lab partner knows.
Please stand by for decontamination.
Sure thing.
You have been decontaminated. Please proceed into the lab.
Ooh, deceased in here. That is not something we want to see. Canteen. That's something we want to see. More canteens. This guy's have a lot of good items. The winning argument, that's a weapon. Oh, at least I have enough weapons to get him. Ooh, drink. Very good. Let's fill these containers up. Use a gas mask for later, maybe. Dinner.
Testing Formula A317. Subject is a downer from the village. Retrieved from the Garden District, September 12, 1964.
Oh, that's a reflection.
Test negative for plague.
We don't matter. Just because we can't take joy. That gives you the right to stamp us with plague.
Calm down. This This experiment
Oops.
has approval from Dr. Verloc himself.
Fuck Dr. Verloc! Tommy Kingsmill drank your fucking test tube and he was a bloody dead mushroom farm by dawn.
Get bleeded.
God, bottoms up!
Oh, baby, I wouldn't do this for anybody else.
No!
Except for the 5 others who attacked me in here. I feel like I should stop making drugs for her. She's got so many stuff now. That's why they give so many of these, I assume. Another canteen. Right, I should eat food to give myself more max stamina. Good idea. Oh. Moldy bread, no. Regular bread, yes. There are stairs right here. But can't use it. Ooh, Dex. Alright, let's go to this better chemistry thing. Violin. And new formula. Don't need this that much. Knockout juice. Knockout syringe. Yes, I definitely want that if I can. Knockout juice, knockout juice, knockout juice. So this is new formula. Currently increases maximum stamina and moderate amount. Both moderate amounts, but one can be made very easily. Vitamin Fister. What's this? Reduces bleeding rate for new wounds. Anti-choke. Syrup spike. Sanitol. Increases your maximum health. And it's required for that. Okay. Antiseptic can be useful on a bandage. Black. Separate things from other things. Toxicology, use some crafting stuff. I only have one vinegar, so let's make sure I can't use on anything else. Hallucinates requires hallucinogen. I really have a bottle. I can't make any. Knockout juice, I can make it. Let's see. Yeah. Bunch of those, thank you. I don't have that yet. This thing requires yams. Need yam. So I can make this now. Weapons. Pointy stick. Needs branches. Canteen. I already used online for now. Black powders. Do need black powder. Go ahead and just make 2. Oh, it requires 5 charcoal. Oh well. Tools, lockpick is fine, crash syringe, not to worry about that, don't really need that right now. Torch I don't need. Moderate amount. Moderate amount. I feel like I should make this just because I don't have the stuff with all the thing anyway. Oh, I'll find it at some point. Let's see. Stamina, stamina. Great. Precious joy. Stamina, stamina. This is plague. Sprinting speed. Maximum health and joy. This is the same one, isn't it? Yeah. So other things would be combat. Which no. That's about it. That's it. Made a bunch of knockout juice so that I can make knockout syringe, right? Knockout syringe. Knockout syringe. There you are. Oh yeah. Wait, you make 10 per? Ooh, that is beautiful. Now I can take people out if I need to. Wonder if I can sneak up on them. Or around them, it's better. Ah!
What's this key card doing here? I bet whoever left it was wearing a dress without pockets.
Very nice. I can just walk on out of here. I say walk, but they're both right there, so... Push the button. Goodbye. Anyway, pops up right here. Wait, didn't I make an item? Yep. No. I guess it's an important item, maybe? Fire extinguisher. Tinned milk. No. Literally just made it, so it should be here. Dexapin. Permanently increase your stamina. Ooh, that is a... It's not too much. That is useful. If I get more of it, then she'll be actually good at combat. Oh, it opens. Open up. Oh, well, that's fine. I know how to take care of this. Food. Pure water. Gives me canteens.
I suppose I just shove my canteen in there and hope it doesn't burn the full canteen. I hope Harry's right about getting the
4
mercury
times.
out.
5. Make mercury something else. Needs basic chemical crafting table. Wasn't there one down there? I feel like I should do that here before. Yes. Thank you. If they bother me, I'll just run through. I figure.
Please stand by for decontamination.
Oh, are they just hanging out in the 2 corners? Yeah, you guys have fun in the corners. 2 of these for now. And other drinks as well.
Right. Next ingredient.
Wait,
Pituitary
extra
extract.
Sanitol? Isn't that, health thing? By a moderate amount versus this one here. Also a moderate amount. Still, steroid. Refrigerator brand. Brilliant. How do you make those again? Seeing as how those are crafted, I ought to be able to make them as much as I can. Yams, tea leaves, rubbing alcohol.
Stuart Adams was tinkering with my old extractor, wasn't he? Maybe I can buy it back from him. Or borrow it.
I should spend those skill points first. Then I'll head to that fast access path. So what have we got here? Deal double damage when health is critical. That's actually very good. Stoic blood toxin. I'll leave that one be for now. Let's see. Bruce visibility. Oh, you. Now I can run. What's this? Nothing to see here. Curfew does not apply. And they won't react as quickly. It's quite good. So, better prices at the shops could be very good for her. Crafted weapons and atoms. Yeah, here she is. And I think that's all I can buy right now, so. Yep. I just need to find that fast travel access path. I think it's out right there, probably. It's right here. Oh, yes. Goodbye. Just have to secure it, probably. Or not. You just walk in and it's all set. Very nice.
There. As easy as unhooking a bra. Now I can come back whenever I like.
I feel like I should do that quest up here real quick. And these dig spots.
Now, if I'm going to Sugar Hill, which train do I take?
Yeah, I'm going to Sugar Hill.
I don't actually like long walks.
I should throw my stuff in the crafting thingy. To inventory. Goodbye. Excuse me. Mushrooms for that. Rotten mushrooms are for crafting, so goodbye. Let's crash syringe, okay. Rotten apples for crafting, goodbye. Strange meat. Doesn't seem to have anything. Small duck. This one. Rotten potatoes, crafting ingredient. Septic. That's it. Get to digging. Okay, where am I going? East. There's some water over there, but I don't need it, so let's just keep running east. There's some plants over here. These. Lots of plants over here, actually.
She's really let herself go, hasn't she?
Find him! He's...
Well, it's night. And the fog, well, it's night. And the fog is rolling in from the river.
Help me out, guys. Come on. All of you. Ah. What's this over here exactly? It's just somewhere to sit. Ah, there's water right there. Oh. Now we leave. Definitely have to make myself some more healing stuff soon. This is craftables, right? Yeah. Running star. Ooh. Oh, let's add some dig spots.
The center cannot hold. Everywhere is ceremony.
Around here, maybe? There's one. Dig. Maybe there'll be something useful in these. Open. Power cell. Brawly is an umbrella. Bump bomb jubilator activator. Right there. That little jump gave me what
I wonder what
needed.
you think of him.
It said about Arthur, but okay. Power cell axe and brick. Okay. Now I just gotta find some of this crafting stuff. So it's lily bulbs. Good to take these. Don't know what they can be used for, but probably something. Northeast.
Mother, I've
Assistant Riding Hood. Ja, good. Put them on the cupboard. I will eat and drink them later. Mr. Wolf. Assistant Riding Hood.
Still no idea how to deal with bees. Oh, hey, isn't that the, it is. Honeybee nest. It's still nighttime, so maybe I can come in here? Just coming in, you're the bees, don't mind me. Can I come in? Ah, it's blocked. Is this the treehouse? Yes, it is.
You won't get away with this, Dr. Verloc. I've come to stop your evil scheme.
Ha ha! You've fallen into my evil trap.
What's going on? I can't move.
Yes, Mr. Croker. It's my paralyzing ray.
But wait. Here's Peachy Conahan with his Special Operations Executive hand mirror.
Head knocker. Low damage and heavy. Want to take more of these just in case. Healing bones. I don't have much money left, so I can't. Let's see if I can sell some stuff too. No, I want those. Was using crafting stuff. Definitely want to keep my knockout syringes. There we are, glass bottles. So a few of these, I guess. I don't know. Not see a reason not to, but I'm sure at some point I'll be like, I shouldn't have sold them. Rick. Attention of multiple people in leads on one versus no direct image can be distracted. It'll be tougher for a little while. Increase your stamina regen. Vomit bomb. Berserk bomb. Short spike. Bigger banger. What is this? You can make things with these or sell them. What? Huh. It's a crafting green, so I'll leave it be, I guess. Wow, 16 value for a pie? Take it. Versus bread, which is 6.
Reflects your paralyzed. Can't you read? No girls allowed.
Even if one of those girls is a secret agent?
You're an agent of the Special Operations Executive? Prove it.
I've been inside Dr. Verloc's lair.
Shh. Don't say that out loud.
I've met Sergeant Stubbs. And I know what his favorite code is. Do you?
All right. You are a secret agent.
Central needs Peachy to go on a secret mission. It's a
Wait.
very important, very dangerous mission behind enemy lines.
Peachy? You can't expect me to let you take Peachy?
I think we have to ask Peachy whether he wants to go or not. Don't we?
He doesn't want to go, do you, Peachy? Oh. Well, that's very brave of you. No, of course, Peachy. We all know there's a war on. Well, if we don't meet again, it's been an honor to command you. Safe travels, Peachy. He says he'll go with you. God be with you both.
And with you. Wonder if I can... Looks like the map is... No, my fast travel's right there, so... No. What's this? Shelters over there. What about over here? Maybe yeah, that's a shelter there. So I'll go there and just walk on across. Yes. It's about the same distance. So, southwest I go. The deep southwest. Grab those bushes whenever you can. Especially these small ones I can barely tell. The blue ones. So I'll have enough material when I get back. Just set that like this. There. I have a nice little thing to follow.
That is good enough. Cuddy here, next to me. So little Red Riding Hood got under the blankets with the wolf. Oh, mother, said little Red Riding Hood.
Ooh, see, look at that. Barely tell it's a bush until it's too late. Don't mind me. Fine. See, another one. Red ones are fine. Blue ones, not bad. Almost there.
Didn't go. Never stop upon your way.
Do, 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 do.
As you're pretty, so be wise. Wolves may lurk in every guise. Handsome they may be, and kind, sweet or charming. Never mind. Now as then, 'tis simple truth. Sweetest tongue.
Starting to recognize it's more yellow or orange. Or roll-on berries.
Red Riding Hood and the wolf.
Just gotta keep a very big eye out. There's another blue plant. So like berries. Just gotta gather all the food I can. Maybe I can make another health or stamina thing soon. The more of those I have, the better off I am in combat. Yams for those. And I'm not what I am anymore. Told me that was a quest for her too. Should be, that'd be very nice. Things how she actually meets him compared to him. Let's start running in. Almost there. Bridge. We're ransacking the last little Victory Gardens. There might be enough potatoes in the entire garden to shoot the last 2 weeks. If you have no food spare, can you open it? Right. Just use this to cut on through. Ooh.
This is for the benefit of Mr. Kite. The rabbit into the garden. The rabbit.
Sounds like some sort of secret message.
Rather not be fully damaged until after I make some more. I sort of hate that if you're in combat with something you get noticed a lot easier. Ooh. Can I walk in? No, that's right. What? Sorry. I forgot I'm not wearing the right clothes anyway. Conforms in the village. The village. The village. Isn't that where I am? Not in like the garden incident. Yeah. Oopsie. No wonder I was having trouble performing. Now, we play the waiting game. Wait, might as well heal up, you know? One. Oh. Oh. Just let me walk away a bit. Thank you.
I know just how you feel.
Stay where I can see you. No one likes a
You
lurker.
poor dear.
Stay out of the fog. It bites.
Ah.
Did you get our dolly?
I did. And I don't think you'll have any more trouble with Johnny Bolton.
That's wonderful. Do you want to stay for our show? We'll be able to start it in a few moments. Thanks to you.
Sure.
When did my squirrel come home?
Just now?
Oh,
Don't disturb me.
what?
What did you say? All these things.
Oh, they're distracted.
My little spendthrift been wasting money again?
Yes, but this year we can really let ourselves go a little. This is the first Christmas we have not needed to economize.
Still, do you know, we can't spend money recklessly.
Yes, but we may be a bit more reckless now, mayn't we? Just a
Oh, this is that story.
You are going to have a big salary and earn lots and lots of money.
Yes, after the new year. But then,
Very good.
a whole quarter before the salary is due.
This all makes sense now.
Nora, the same little featherhead.
You're in.
Wait. Someone just saw me, I think. Ooh. Whoops.
That I borrowed £20 today.
Huh, that was weird.
We spent it all in the Christmas week. Then on New Year's Eve, a snake fell on my head and killed me.
Oh, don't say such horrid
Not that.
Still, suppose
Ah,
that
right here.
what then?
Ring the bell.
happened. I just wouldn't care.
It's upstairs.
Yes, but what about the
Jam one.
like
Let's.
seriously? You know what I think about
And.
no death.
Hello. Ooh. Right, the alarm. So I just got some shoes. Run like the wind. Visibility is high, noise is high. It's better than nothing, I guess.
Do I get a prize? Don't worry. We'll find you. And we'll pick you up.
This is for you.
Play. Let's see if I can't sneak around. Oh, nope.
Beat.
Okay. Thanks, Peachy. Free skill points.
You hear that?
Oh, at least I can run fast now. Is this it? Oh, got that in here. Let's head on in. Maybe I'll get some yam. Torch out. Ah. Fuck. Is there another one? Ah, Here, I can do that. Ooh. Scotch. That's some good money. Splinter. Scotch again. Scotch again. Good money. There's another one right here. Bars and multi. Well, I suppose that's it. Click, click. Let's get rid of that. Huh? There's another quest up there. We're dead. I can't resist once I play Final reference. Don't. Oh, dead. Going to be. It's better. Wonder if they're angry still.
Ain't it past your bedtime?
Not sure. I don't care. Just found this quest. Let's go around here. This building, maybe?
Oh, Mrs. Marley.
Mrs. Marley. Dear Saki, I doubt you'll ever read this, darling, but if you do, please forgive me. I know you wanted me to wait for the fourth flavor, but I couldn't. The vomiting was bad enough, but the memories came back. They began screaming. Every day, all day. And the steam whistle, and those horrible huge steel wheels, every day. I still hear them out here. But it's quiet. If you talk to them a bit, they quiet down, even though you know you're lying to them. And they know it. It's a ghost town here. The streets are crowded with ghosts. Most of them are friends, but there's very little to eat. I hope to make my money last a bit longer, but I put it in a safe for keeping. I've lost my key. You mocked me for a silly woman. I haven't eaten in days. I think if I get the safe up to the roof, I can drop it onto the pavement, and if all goes well, it will break open. I wish you were here to help. You're so good, McKin. The cat wants attention. Come on up, booger. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's get a skill while I'm here. That. It's no negative effects. Find fancier loot. Ooh, that is very good. Oh, I do already have this. Good. Now I'm gonna grab this and get the fancier loot soon. Heal better. Don't really care. Best price with shock whippers. I don't care. Joy lasts longer and gives you less of a hangover.
Not a very well-made safe, is it?
Wait, where's the quest then?
Look, we really need this stone soup, eh?
Bring it up. You're dead. Searcher complete. What's the next part? J. Home cooking. Transport. Oh, I guess it's done. Okay. Very well. Yes. At this distance, let's just go down to the shelter. I'm such a fan. Whoop! What was that loading screen for? Thanks. Dang, the speed she runs is so much better now. Maybe clothes are important then. Now I know I don't need sneaky ones for sure. Ooh, again. Like I get it, I haven't been here, but still. Shouldn't be sending those over now. Ah, it's still over there. Wait, is that? What is this? That's over here?
Lovely to see you, Miss Boyle.
Nice to see you, Miss Boyle.
Hello, boys. Keeping us safe?
Next war can't come soon enough, if you ask me, miss.
Hope the Jerrys come before my knees go, Mom.
I'll let the Jerrys know you miss them.
Am I allowed in? Oh, very good.
You lot don't appreciate the General, 'cause all you know is the war. But back when I served with him in India, let me tell you what.
Ooh, bye.
Here he goes again with the elephant. Just now, you two bloody listen to me, alright? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental
Anything
HQ,
useful in there?
saying there's an elephant broke loose. Now,
Possibly.
elephants, these very gentle creatures most of the time, and they
Choo, choo, choo.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, man, you're right.
War rush.
But
Keep the lights on. Consumption of powered items reduced. Okay. Oh, this is the camp. Huh. I didn't know I was on this side of the place. Odd. So how do I get there? Or... Let's see. Well, it seems fine so far. They aren't actively angry with me, at least. Oh. Oh. Huh. I have to take these guys. Like, really? Yeah, I can't. Big guy? Just walk to the next bush. I don't care. What next? Ooh, chunky stick. I don't see any flowers. Oops. I'll just run. Oh, it's not a flower. This is a flower. There's water. Military bunker. Why? Ooh. I get beat up pretty easily.
Better you than me.
Huh. Odd. I guess they were like, we need a reason for them to be angry.
She's loud and stubborn. Her feet abide and not in her house.
Let's fill a few of these. Thank you. Now what? Can't inspect his corpse. That's how you got in before, wasn't it? Someone around here. And up higher. Let's head further around then. Now that I know that these guys are pushovers, I can beat them up pretty easily. Oh, the bunker entrance, right.
And that's for ditching me for the posh girls in year 7.
That's good loot here. And
Either I've got the bloody weight of the world on my shoulders, or I need to drop a few things I'm carrying.
2. Dang, it's worth a lot of money. Breaks easily, so I'm gonna sell it. Very durable and heavy, but that's some good stuff. That pure pipe wrench. Heavy damage when it connects. Cause bleeding heavy. Just gonna get rid of it. Blue Molotov. I don't remember this place that well, or they sealed the entrance. Yeah, I think they sealed the entrance. But what do you get in here? Hey guys. Don't tell me there's actually no way in right now. Something around here. Just don't want to bother with them right now. Huh. What's this thing? Wow, there really doesn't seem to be a way in. Okay. Guess I took this way for no reason. Oh. Can I go around this place at least? Mess around a bit. Just go more and more around for now. Guess I can. I'm just really annoyed that you can't get in there. I feel like you should be able to. Nope. Just gonna wait, kill enemies, then go in. Go on now, get out of here. Thank you. Where is it? Here it is. So, air raid shelter. No lever to pull or anything. Oh, why? She used to
Don't fucking touch me!
beat them with only 4 hits, now it's only taking 3. Maybe there's a pathway somewhere else? I don't see that being probable, but yeah, it's very. I suppose that means you're supposed to come back here at some point, and I'm here early instead. Even though we showed the shelter a while ago. Just gonna run past everyone now. Now I have to walk all the way back. Ooh, sweet. I'm surprised the baby isn't hungry. I feel like it's been a long while. It's odd. Maybe I have to get out of combat before they let me come here.
Lovely to see you, Miss Boyle.
Nice to see you, Miss Boyle.
Sick work. Nap time. So I could go north to that. Purely north. Not gonna waste any time. Let's head north, get to my shelter, and get back there. I used to think there was a point to making people unconscious, but it feels like you might as well just kill people if you need to kill them. I hope I can get that pituitary gland item soon. As soon as how I need them for my thing. And if I can sneak out at night, taking out bodies will be very easy. The harder part with the doctor is probably not too much. Oh, almost there. I guess your shoes really do matter. Still annoyed that those sneaky ones broke so early. There's my shelter. Not even gonna worry about these guys. Just walking on in. Goodbye. And back to St. George. Oh no, my quest still isn't yet. Wait, what's this? Oh. Yeah. Go. Try to hammer the quest first.
These tracks would be so much nicer with trains.
One, it's past curfew. So, well rested. Just in case. All in. Nothing was thrown in. Oh yeah. It just lagged a few seconds. Alright. Might as well take a quick look. Charcoal, I got some more so I can make these now. This engine. What do I have? I need it. Just make more. Not good juice, I don't have that. I have 4. This stuff I really want for yam. Don't have any. It's the same thing basically. This will be the next thing. And start and bonnet bomb. Could make a bonnet bomb. Let's take a look at this stuff. Medicated bomb. Oh, I'll make a bunch of these. Should be fine. Medicated bomb, that's this good stuff. 2, 4. So let's check what first aid kits take. Bandages take care of bleeding. Just make one of these. That's all. So, yeah, I can make a sandwich. Victory meat bread. Isn't victory meat like it's pure water? Oh, this is bad tap over there. Sure. Okay, syringes are still good. I'll make another one. Choke, crash. Stab, what is it? Oh, the plague. Sunshine is for that. Some of these. That's it. It's funny, you know, we start out with 2 sunshine and then it gives and then it gives you 10 when you make. Ah, yes. Almost forgot about this. Just walking on by. And I'm fine. Now I can do this. They don't care. With the 2-bar house joy booth. Right, I can run. So I shall run. It's a grout. Oh, it's from my clothes.
Tear your clothes like that.
Lovely weather.
No. Those are the nuts.
Should clear up soon, I imagine.
I hope the baker comes back from holiday soon.
Holiday. Speed. You definitely tell Sally's story is going to be a bit shorter based on all the fast travels. I think they're like half of what Arthur had. Might be a lot of backtracking though, seeing her.
I could use a bit of money. And I bet Stuart wouldn't mind having a few Sally specials
What's
to sell.
your fancy?
The old top shelf.
Sally!
Talk first.
You never come by anymore.
Well, Fiona.
Oh, Cerberus. Aye. She's never understood me, Sally. Not like you do.
She mentioned, among other things, that you've improved my extractor. Have you still got my extractor?
I have. Oh, you're going to be very proud of me. It's much quicker now. Might even sting a little less.
You've improved it.
Would you like to test it out?
You sure Fiona won't murder you?
Oh, she barks, but she don't bite. Much.
I'll let you know how it works. Honey pituitary extract from someone who's been exposed to mustard gas.
What?
Mikey Forrester's clinic ought to have a patient or two like that. I'll send him a note on the blower.
First, let's see if he has any.
Morning.
Lab upgrade kit, bleach. Ooh, you got exactly what I want. LVD emulsion. I have those, so. Vigon is the bleeding stuff. I'm not quite sure how this works. It sounds like if I take this before I bleed it, time doesn't fly anymore. What are these things? I need sleep. No stomach. Huh. Now let's sell some stuff. I wanted to sell this X. Come on. The rollies. We have some pie. 25 value for this one. Alright, I sell stuff for more now. Ooh. It's anti-choke. Oh. Blue malt. Sets a lot of things on fire. Lightning rod. I don't really care for those. Bigger banger. That's something.
Cheery bye!
Cherry bye. Is there a question? It's not. Wait, did I just fast travel here, or was there a pathway between the two? Huh. It's a bit odd. Okay. Just wants to check if there's any more quests nearby, you know? Is this the...
Why did my mum odd? Those peepers weren't there before. Why are they trying to keep people out?
Dig up the treasure? That's one. Just want to dig up your treasure. Just jump over. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Yeah. What?
Well, I'm glad all that.
Excuse me. Right. They didn't see a thing. I was crouched. Right. Oh yeah, I just forgot. Dear Saint Letter, I'm so sorry, darling. Your father wouldn't let me keep your... Oh, it's... I hate when they redo that. Torch, bigger banger. I had anything actually useful. So, wish there was like a little, what's it called? Memory stuff you picked up, you know? Gotta find some more vendors soon. Can I test on them? It's just the pathway over there.
Have you done your hair? It's a whole new you.
Do you remember when we used to...
So you can do that to get the post box.
You take your
Joy immediately. Sitting on an invisible bench. Is that? I thought it was actual plants I could use, but nope. I don't care about going through people's houses right now. Even though I probably should. Didn't think I had doctors already. Guess so. My boxing shoes broke. Really? Why is she suddenly having her shoes break over? Anyone else? They didn't have armor for their shoes. Gather everything for now. Hi, Doctor. Naughty, naughty. Wonder if you talk to the doctor, does it distract them just long enough? Just test that. Ah, here we go. Oh yeah. So you can walk across the bridge, I guess. Not sure. But we need joy, I guess. Downers, can I walk through here? No. Stuff? No. Health stuff? No. Ah, this. Sunshine and joy. Ah!
Simon says, step on one lit platform.
Where's the lit platform? Ah.
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice.
Wait, since I'm in a gas mask, does it not work?
Simon says, step on 2 platforms.
Or is it because I'm on sunshine?
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Step on 3 lit platforms. I didn't say Simon says. Now, Simon says, step on 3 lit platforms.
Here's some joy.
You did it. Here's
Oh.
some joy. You
It's
can
the gas
never have
mask.
too much joy,
Oh.
can you? Happiness is a choice. Now, for the last challenge, Simon says, step on all the lit platforms.
Let me in.
Fabulous. Simon says, step forward through the gate and be sure to enjoy your day.
Shouldn't waste time going through there. Oh,
How have you been?
They say you see the oddest shadows in the street at night. I never look.
I keep hoping I'll wake up.
wake up from that. Go. Staying yam thieves. Want my yam too. Just check in here real quick, see what she's got again. I'm likely already forgetting. No. Oh, that was quick. Already have that. I don't have to worry about that. Same with that. Let me check the tools. One's a lot less visible, even though it costs less. Very visible, very noise. Already have a proper suit. Good shoes, let it run a bit. Boots, boxing shoes, run like the wind. Yep. Sneaky shoes, too bad they break. I really don't get it, but oh. Let's see what I can sell her, if anything that's not useful for me. Strange meat, let's sell you some more things. Sell you glass bottles I don't need.
I'm gonna keep looking, thanks.
Sally doesn't need your money too much. Send a message to her.
Let's see what Mikey has to say for himself.
Is he gonna
Someone's
reply quickly?
upstairs. How'd they get in? Well, General, why didn't you let yourself in?
You didn't answer my knock.
I wasn't home.
And you ought to lock the door.
With the broken lock?
Oh, the memories always come back.
Oh, then you have such dreadful things to remember.
Be nice.
Let me make the bad memories go away.
What on earth is that?
Are you hallucinating? Rainbow has all sorts of crazy side effects.
It couldn't be a cat. Hasn't been a cat since the war.
Aww.
You are going to love this one.
Couldn't be a baby.
Don't be silly. No one's had a baby in 15 years. Say, ah. Dance with me, Robert.
Until you pass out.
Shame I won't remember in 8 years.
You do come here to forget.
It seems she forgot about the baby too. What?
Fuck in a bucket. General? Robert? Are you still here? Please don't still be here. He'll forget. He has to forget. No one can know about you, Gwen. Especially not the General.
What we got?
Found someone. Meet usual place. Oh, for heaven's sake, Mikey. You could have just written down the name and sent it up the blower.
How is the baby doing?
Goodbye, baby, on the treetop. When the bough bends, the cradle will roll. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all.
Definitely gotta make some more inventory soon. Let's head out to the usual place, wherever that is. Not too far. Selfish. And I can see if he has anything.
Mums are supposed to tell you not to be afraid. But you should be. He's a gift. Can save your life. Brave people are always so bloody stupid. That's why they get all those medals.
It's my shop.
What can I do for you today?
I've got another little tinkering job for you, Lionel.
I do so enjoy these little commissions. No one else challenges my imagination quite like you do. That's a rather odd bag. What would you need that for?
Oh, that's for certain compounds that have to be kept at a very specific temperature and pressure.
Aren't you clever? Well, it might take a little while, but I think I can figure it out. Come on back in a little while.
What about the other thing? 2 days to make it. What?
Have you got my chemical bag?
What about the other
Not
thing?
quite yet. I had no idea you had to be so careful with chemicals. Give me another little while.
Let's see if he has anything else to sell.
Lovely day for it.
Oh, his weapons. I mean, they're pretty light, so. Sure. Barricade, metal tube. Oh, that's it. Inventory. Sell some stuff. He has a lot of money. Pure water. I don't need this many bandages. I don't know why I made that many. They didn't knock out syringe for money. I don't need scotch that much. Oh, got a lot
I
of money.
appreciate your custom. I hope to see you again soon.
Alright, usual alley. Enter.
I'm risking my job, you know. Patient records are supposed to be private.
I'm not going to hurt him. I promise.
I suppose I didn't really want to know the truth.
Don't worry. No one will ever know.
What's going on here?
Arthur!
Oh!
Arthur Hastings!
Lovely day for it.
You lovely day for it, me, you idiot. It's me, Sally.
I knew it was you. I mean, it's another you, the glasses, the hair. You're all dashing now. But the way you look around, all intense like that, I just knew that's Arthur. How the hell are you?
Sally? You look quite stylish.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm not even sure it's still in style.
Green and white checked. Your dress. That night you ran out the door and I never saw you again.
That horrible gingham dress. I had to grab something to put on, didn't I? Wait. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be
Oh, ye
ridiculous.
of little faith. I'd never turn you in.
I was
You
thinking
wouldn't
from the
believe
other
what I
side.
got myself into.
I saw Percy. A picture of him. And I remembered the train.
Oh, shit.
I have to go find him. I promised I'd take care of
How are
him.
you going to get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city. I've been living in the Garden District.
The Garden District?
Off the scraps of our former civilization.
God. I could help you. I do know General Bing.
Oh, the General. You always did have an knack for making helpful new friends.
You still hate me.
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14
We were
years.
16.
Could you?
Because you took me in when my mum died. Because
Oh.
Because he was so generous, because he said he loved me. I don't know. Some things just happen whether you want them to or not. We were so close. The two musketeers. Remember?
You know how we used to sit on the swings by the Crash V1? These days I spend a lot of time
Crash
there,
V1.
remembering.
Look. It's a horrible, terrible world out there, and no matter how clever and brave and fierce you are now, you'll need a letter of transit to get into the Emerald City.
I've missed you for 14 years. I think I can escape Wellington Wells without your help. And I definitely don't want any favours from your latest friend.
Arthur!
Bye, Arthur.
Well, there's your answer, darling. Arthur hasn't forgotten you. Shit. Colonel Lawrence. Wasn't he the hero of Ramsgate? I mean, of course, he's been exposed to mustard gas. He was in the Great War. I do need his pituitary extract. I guess I'll have to pay him a visit.
Oh. Already time to feed Gwen as soon as I got it. I can do this quest real quick. Let's go do this quest real quick. Go around the corner. I forget, is this the one that...
I bet I can just walk right on in.
Sorry, I'm very busy. The family is in mourning. And will be shortly. With any luck.
I've come with the Colonel's prescription.
Prescription? What does he need with medicine? He's dying. No thanks. I know you're a clever chemist and all, but he's very old, and we've decided to let nature take its course.
Oh, it's not a cure. You can't cure old age, can you? This is really just to help ease the way. Help him sleep.
Wouldn't mind if he slept a bit more. Always ringing that goddamn bell. All right, I'll give him the pills.
I'm afraid it goes in the other end.
I suppose you'd like to administer it.
I can do that. I understand that the family is sometimes uncomfortable.
Great. Well, up you go.
Thank you. Oops. Bobby.
No! It's in the will! We agreed! That was before you pissed on the Sheraton sofa!
There! The one with the blood on her hands.
See what all the fuss was about?
Can I hide? Yes, I can. Alright, I guess I do need to sneak still. Is that all of them? Sounds like it. Right. There's open this for later. Where thirsty, sprinting takes me. Where's the house? Here? Let's take some water in there. Just food. What? 15? 15. Excuse me. Thank you. Still want to come up too soon. Reminds me of how I came in here before. I forget if I was actually, like, allowed in here or not. Oops.
Honor? Regina? No. Is it? Is that you, Hope? I thought you were gone on holiday. They've been beastly to me, your sisters.
I'm sorry, Papa.
They're waiting for me to die. I'm surprised I haven't woken up with a pillow over my face.
How horrible. You survived artillery and mustard gas, but your daughter's your enemy now.
You're not Hope, are you? Who are you? Who? Honor! Regina! Help!
Oh, jeez.
This will only sting a little. I hope.
Oh, jeez.
You deserve better. We don't have a lot of heroes.
Yet, I just did what I
Alright.
reached.
I have my maturity extract and my amalgam. I need to replace the saffrol and the mephedrone. How do I get those?
So gather some loot. Not considered intruding yet, so.
Sorry, mustache.
Are you new round here? Or did I just forget? It happens, you know.
That it does.
Figures.
Ooh.
Right.
Your rabbit peed
Enough of
on
that,
my
then.
books. And then you let
Time
your
for
snake
tea?
eat him.
Excuse me?
Uncle Edward bought you another. You murdered Mopsy! You're just cross because Uncle Edward loved me more. Pitied more like. You dared me to jump off the roof, then you pushed. How much joy do you have to take before you believe yourself? If you
Yeah.
and Edward defiles one more of my things, I'm keeping the Hepplewhite chairs. Keep them, since you broke them out of spite. And I'm keeping the Chippendale breakfast. Don't you dare! No. You do get it in the will. It is awfully fragile, though.
If only we can find some more.
Mustn't.
What's it
Something you
called?
actually care about.
Really soon about. Honor and Virginia.
You look well.
I'm so looking forward to the Battle of Flowers. Aren't you?
Ooh. Nope. Alright, so now. So it's house.
Good as God.
Indeed. Good. What? Ah, she's remembering stuff now too.
Sally Boyle. What a lovely bunch of nonsuches. From your mum's garden, but she's crying.
Can you make me different? I want to be different.
But you are different.
She means like everyone else.
I'm supposed to care about dresses and dances, and all I can think about are rockets and chemicals. Can you give me something to make me silly?
For a couple of hours, I dare say. You don't have to care about dresses and dances. You just have to pretend to. Your mother told you to always tell the truth, didn't she?
The lies they tell children.
But you ladies don't care about dresses, do you?
But I love dresses.
Keep to your chemicals. For later.
Later? Later when?
Things change.
What do you mean?
What happened?
Do you know something? Where did you
The
all
cat
go?
wishes to be free. I must set him free.
The weird sisters. They're always making potions and things out of herbs. I bet they could help me.
Oh. God. Oh, probably probably over there. No, southeast. First, looking on. Can I do this now?
It's happening. Don't question it.
Huh, it's not. Ooh, a lot of bits. It's like, ah. Huh. Let's just extract. Okay. Just injured. Ah, someone's coming. He's. Let's just see first. Now let's go.
Give up, and I won't smash your face.
Oh, great.
That's them! Their hands are all bloody! They did it! I know they did!
Did see anything down there? Not sure. What? Oh, no, I was standing up. Oh, okay. Do you see me?
No snakes in my garden.
Pretty sure he sees me.
Oh, fiction down.
What? Oh, definitely. I'd say they definitely did.
These boots are a bit tight.
Hmm? Oh, so she can hide like Arthur. Why didn't it say that?
I see ya.
Oh, I don't know if I got his gland though. So. Come on now.
There's the one that did it! I don't have time. This nonsense.
Right. Where we go? West. It's not my house. It keeps getting knocked over. And messy desk, messy mind. Oh, darling baby's milk. Baby milk. There you go.
Sorry, darling. That's all I've got.
Happy Gwen. So, seems to be a path to the north over there, so I'm gonna check that. Maybe I can find a lone guard sitting around alone.
You can take your joy in it.
Glen's house.
I've got my eye on you.
You know,
This may be a good spot if she wasn't here. Check around the corner real quick. She's not looking that closely. Oh. Did I get the item?
We need this more than you do.
Give me this first. Hospital's key guard. Pin, apple. Why can't I open my door? Oh! Okay. It's hitting the wrong button for a second there. It's just too close. General can't now. Arthur.
Don't be a drag, baby. Help us help you.
they've got blood on their hands.
They did it.
She did it. I know she did. That's the guilty bugger. Right there. Look at her.
Where am I going? Head south. I can take the path. So.
That's the one that did it.
You won't get away with this.
Be sensitive.
There they are. Stop them. The killers are on you. Get up. What was that?
The killer's right there. Get him.
These heels are ridiculous, really.
Now I just wait. Thank you. I guess I can't get the. Where's my tab button not working that well? So I'm wondering if I'm actually getting the glands I was talking about. Let's see. That's for that. I'm thinking of the healing stuff. Let's see. Sanitol. Crafted from bodies. I think I've been getting some, yeah. Doctors. From bodies. Crafted. Basically, Dexapam. It's like the backup thing. If I can't make any extra semi-solids. Water amount, water amount. Okay. Even more effective. I'll assume it is, but need some doctors as well. Maybe I can grab one more Bobby before I leave the area. Is this the... Oh, this is the intruding. There's a body. There's one. Do, do, do. Go. Please. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Goodbye. Just fast travel to the northeast, I guess. Yep.
I hope these boots were made for walking.
I should use these more often rather than
The smelly darkness into...
hungry.
Well,
Take care of.
not that much better.
I know. It's joy. No. Is that even worth money? No, it's strawberry. Water. Yeah, as for that. Scotch. Sandwich. Actually, oops. Now I can make stuff here instead. Nothing truly good if I remember right. That's for plague. Use my yin. Mercury's for that stuff. I'm gonna leave it be. Antiseptic. Rotten potato, pure water, rubber. Sure. Fixapan is more standard. I mean, if I beat one more Bobby, I can make this one. So it no longer requires. I want to look it up and see if the Dexapan is actually better. Here. Stamina boost 1, 10%. It can only increase the player's max stamina twice. And what about the other one? Will increase it by 20%, but can only be used once. So, after usage, the player shouldn't use any other methods. What? I wish the game told you that, because that's quite important. I guess I'll make one, and then that's it, because I already used one before. It should be a permanent upgrade that you can constantly use, rather than... No, you can't keep using them. Excellent. That's because I ate that food. Here, and this dish.
Should I make it into a lamp? If I get the hat off, it will make a perfect umbrella stand. I think I can get the hat off.
She has a lot of stamina now. Is that food, I guess? Oh yeah, it's all because of that food, that's for sure. Buy the baby feeder. Oh, it's finally ready, but it costs money. Oh well, it doesn't matter that much.
I bet those
Oops, clothes. Ew.
clothes keep you so nice.
Alright, buddy. Looks like there's another path over there. Oh. What's this? Ah. Whatever, I'll just go back down that way afterwards. I suppose they'll be the ones telling me to go to the bunker or whatnot. Yep, dead end. Can't go over this for sure. And that sandwich gives you a lot of stuff.
Father, and definitely don't call me Mrs. Worthing. Anyway, dear Mrs. Worthing. Dinner in the bar, and he left it there on the side of the sink. What's a wife to do? Well, Susan. Or Sue. May I call you Sue? I'd like to think I can call you Sue. Susan, I know the
We've been running around all this. That's one thing, you really need to make your fast travel actually usable rather than only if you go to a fast travel. I mean, we have like 8 fast travels in the game. It's nice that the clothing actually changes. You can tell because she's not wearing those gloves anymore and whatnot. Not an important thing, but it is neat. Almost around the bend. So gotta separate these islands a bit. Gotta make your pinky hurt from holding down shift. Almost there now. I really should buy more shoes. I don't need my money that much anymore. I'm not worried about anything but getting out here. Unless there's a quest nearby. Pretty sure. Anything right back. So I'll hop on the roads. Like, I don't get this memory she's talking about. Doesn't sound like these sisters won't be there anymore. Yes, they are. Somehow. And they made it storm nearby.
Secret and swift and deep. Tis time. Tis time. She comes.
Hello? Nimue? Vivienne Morgals?
Oh. Oh wow.
How do they do that?
All hail, Sally Boyle, mistress of alchemy. All hail, Mistress Boyle, who knows the secret of maternity. All hail, Mistress Boyle, who seeks the other shore.
I keep forgetting. You know my secret.
This potion will help your daughter sleep. She won't get hungry as quickly.
I don't know that I believe in magic.
What else is left to believe in?
The potion isn't magic. It's herbalism.
Your mum knew herbs pretty well, didn't she?
Yes. Especially what you can do with foxglove. In fact, I came here for some ingredients I need for some... well, drugs.
Have you tested magic and proved it wanting? Or have you simply assumed that what you don't understand can't be true?
I suppose I haven't tested it.
Then do this, if you like. We place our sacrifices in a chest in the wilds. I'll put the place on your map. Put some bricks in the chest and say this prayer.
Bricks?
Any bricks?
See what comes of it, and then return.
But about my ingredients?
We'll help you with what you want, but first, learn what you need. You don't even know what that is. Before the learner attains wisdom, the teacher has the right to give several tasks.
Several.
Several.
That's how it works, yes?
All right. When will I see you three again?
When you know what is unknown.
Anon, anon.
Anon. When needs a new nappy? No. Receive sacrificial.
Try to look on the bright side.
Pain doesn't make you brave.
To go. Oh, that's fine. Now I just need to run west and then north. Boom. It's gonna stay thundering. So. Nope. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Continue west till you can run north. So far. Is that it? Is that west? It looks like west. Come back after midnight for free flowers. Oops. Head west. Far west.
So tired.
Running is just there to waste more time.
I know Dr. Verloc is scary, with all the doctors at his beck and call. But I couldn't keep playing his naughty nurse. Well, I suppose I could have. But you have to draw the line somewhere, don't you?
I suppose the knockout syringe is a bit quicker than everything. That's why it requires the item to use. Should try that berserk stuff sometime when I can. So don't have it right here. Can't check that. Yep. Can. Advanced drugs boost visibility at night so that I can walk around at night. Chest. Hmm? Why do I need to hide? Why are you suddenly... Okay. Not bothering with you. Except once I come over here, suddenly everyone wants to fight.
Oh. Of course the lads are here. Mustn't let the birds go thinking they can do things by themselves.
Ye shall not suffer a wish to live! We're not scared of you!
Really don't get it.
Women!
So, wait, can she not wield heavy items? Forgot that bit. I don't care. Check
Kiss
their
my
loot then.
ass.
Take their lockpick. That's what we got. Max, I guess.
Finders keepers.
That. Actually, do that. If there's something else. Alright.
We're not bloody bed and breakfast, are we? We're well. We're well.
Getting whoever takes his weapon out is much help.
See, Gwen? That's how you land a man.
Right. Sacrificial chest. And put it in the box.
There we go. 5 bricks. Now I just say this prayer. Goddess, lighten my burden.
Oh.
Give me the strength to carry what I must, so I no longer need the strength of others. Goddess, I dedicate these bricks to you. Blessed be. All right. Huh? That's it? That's strange. I do feel stronger. Maybe because I'm not carrying around a ton of bricks.
How much more space? I had like 150, I think. Was it 20, I guess? Now I'm supposed to head back down there?
I guess I should talk to the weird sisters again.
I'll take care of Gwen first real quick. That way night comes along.
Sort of ironic I became a chemist, considering what Mum did, if you think about it.
You're not the bloody help, are you?
Goodbye. St. George is right. It's
Fly me to the moon, would you?
in that we play amongst the stars. Curfew should be starting soon, probably, so I better run to the house and whatnot. Load up. Okay.
Oh, God. My feet are killing me.
Skills again? Oh, it's 7, so it's like this or this. Okay. It's past curfew now. Just run, do this dish. Scrolling. That's if they really don't see me. Where there's fuel more.
I'd love for you to have this.
Oops. Oh. Better than getting caught. Gotta make a nappy. Oh.
Wipe up time.
Guess I already
That's a
had
good
one.
girl.
Baby happy song. Baby cry.
Sweet dreams. I wish you could dream about the countryside. When we were small, my sisters and I loved spending holidays at my grandmother's. I didn't realise it was so Mum could spend a few days without having to worry about keeping everyone safe and alive. It does something to your head, being a mum.
What about the item I
You
bought?
just go to sleep.
One club, interesting doll, tin milk. Special thing. Let's see. Who needs sleep? Maxed out health points, and so what about the thing I was just given by them? I guess it's fake. Yep. Oh. Just gonna... Alright, I'm wearing the wrong clothes right now anyway, so... Oh, is this the drunk guy I just did? Constable? Just need to get selfish from here. What's this from here? Maybe we just continue west from here, actually. There it is. Alright, let's see which way is quicker. Oh, is that the only one I have? Wow. Really don't have this one, and that means you have to go all the way around it. You'll buy
There's no
this.
place like home. There's no place like home. Damn it. Mind the gap, please.
And up we go.
Back to where you came from.
Lad. Buddies. Running far south. Hopefully not too many stupid things to go through. Especially once I don't require you to run around the entire island. I wonder if one of the main quests would be like, wait till you have the bag. We didn't think you'd go through the game so quickly. You're just too efficient. Is 20% of three things really a fourth one? No, it shouldn't be. So why do I have a fourth one? It's normally shouldn't has three. Oh, the bonus salmon brings you to the fourth one, that's why. Okay, that makes more sense. But not too much. Just gotta run straight. Something I should have been able to do a while ago.
Several places at once, would you? You'd like to read your bedtime story? Your bedtime story?
Uncle Jack. Here's that garden they were telling me to go to. Oh, look at all these people around it. They're probably
At
all
least I can
infected.
outrun him. I hope.
Oh no, those are actual calls. She looks a bit slow. I want to go here, but okay.
I'm calling the authorities.
Okay. See ya. Thirsty. Stamina. Pure water. Do some of that. God, I'm quickly doing a quest for nothing. And now I can... No more curfew for me. Just gotta run to the map now. What? Oh. Huh.
Can you help us, love? Our water's gone bad. There's things in it.
I'm sort of rubbish at fixing things, but this seems simple enough.
What?
I wonder if I could fix this. I don't even have the materials. Mum would probably say this isn't ladylike.
Okay.
You ruined it!
You broke it on purpose, didn't you?
What?
You wanted the parts.
Wrecker! Robber! Vandal!
Don't I feel like a right idiot?
Goodbye. Wow. 3 skill points. Oh,
I think he's too sick to even cure.
Alright, in combat, of course. Now we wait for him to ignore me. Well, not again. Still considering combat. There we go.
Did you say the prayer?
I sort of feel stronger, actually. I think I can actually carry a bit more. You can't prove it's magic, though. What if it's psychosomatic?
So what if it is? You're still feeling stronger.
I'd rather you taught me about herbs. I need them for the drugs I have to make.
Patience. You are close to the learning you seek. Our henge has been occupied.
The old stone circle. The wedding party stones.
There's ancient power there. The sacred circle has been polluted. If you can clear it, then we'll teach you about the herbs you need.
Wow. That sounds sort of fun and righteous. Why not?
Alright. Where is it? No, I'm not going to feed Gwen. We'll give you things so you don't have to feed her as often. Can't have it. 9 skill points. Well, maybe I should do that just to unlock the new things. Yes. Double damage when health is critical. That's very useful. So that's how I am in most fights nowadays. So myself go critical, use a small healing afterwards.
Do you think it's sweet enough?
Why don't you taste it? Seriously, you won't die from just a smidge. It'll just make everything burn a little brighter, is all. Back at the house, we'll give everybody a huge cup of it.
It doesn't hurt when we free our souls from their fleshy prisons, does it?
Not at all.
Out racist for a bit, and then off we go to the ethereal plane, huh?
Why don't we use hemlock? Like how Socrates killed himself. Hemlock doesn't hurt at all.
My God. They're brewing poison.
Because we already made 2 big batches of ditch slacks. Can you imagine if we came back to the Reverend Father with a big bowl of hemlock now? He'd laugh at us. Might not even let us come along on the sacred journey.
I'll just keep stirring then.
All our questions will be answered once we're no longer in the prison of our bodies. That's what he said, right?
It's some sort of suicide cult. I'm not gonna let them poison a whole bunch of people.
So I have to really beat them
Now
all up?
I've got to get rid of this poison.
Oh. Oh. The baby.
I didn't know where else to go. I'm sorry.
Did he lock you out? You're here for Rue, I imagine.
Rue? Why the hell would I need Rue?
She's not...
That's an abortifacient.
Oh!
I'm not pregnant. I can't be. Joy's a contraceptive.
The regular kind is.
Oh, God. I'm such an idiot.
What?
You have a lot to think about. If you keep it, then we'll help you as much as we can. You'll need to be very brave, dear. Much braver than if you don't.
Oh. So I just gotta collect the poison. Ooh. Let's see. Hello.
You've got a bloody nerve coming in here. Mark of the beast.
Goodbye. Careful not to pull anyone around here, though. Good. Dun 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 dun.
Who approaches the sacred circle? A maiden, a mother, a wise woman.
The people there, they were wearing these sigils.
Oh, Lord. The space god people. Ransom Mackenzie's congregation in Gardner House.
They were making digitalax?
In small amounts, it's a drug. More than that, it's a poison. You can make it from red foxglove seeds.
Oh.
We make all sorts of useful potions and things out of it. You could too.
I think their Reverend Father is planning for the whole lot of them to kill themselves.
I can think of a lot of reasons to kill yourself in the Garden District. But no one should have their death chosen for them.
You know about my mum?
I remember there was a terrible accident. Your mum put the wrong herbs in the family dinner. The whole family died except you. It was just before the train, so I always wondered. It wasn't an accident, was it?
I think she didn't want my sisters to be scared. All alone in Germany. So she killed them. And I guess she didn't want Dad to hate her. So she killed him too. And she couldn't live with herself. I don't know why she left me behind.
Well, you're home, so that's
Here.
fine.
This is the recipe for digitalax? And something more?
Mix it into their poison, and it should change from poison to... let's call it an eye-opener. You'll need digitalax for that, among other things. Come back, and I'll have the rest of what you need. You're making a sort of herbal blackberry joy, aren't you?
You know your chemistry.
I was on Harry Hayworth's team when we invented joy.
Oh.
One day I hope the goddess will forgive me for that.
Oh. So I need to craft this stuff. I need Digilax, which requires a chemical tool. And upgrade ones. That means I need to go somewhere to find a chemical table, to then upgrade it, to then use it. Yep, reservations. Oh, that's my thing. Alright, guess I'll go take care of Gwen then, because there is no nearby house I can use.
And again, woodcutter's wife made them a fire and made them lie down and rest on it, while the woodcutter and his wife.
Just have the fox glove I needed. Yeah, we have to make this trip like 3 more times, probably. One now, one afterwards. Probably another one at some point.
Did Hanson and Gretel find their way home? And did the woodcutter welcome them back? And did they all live happily ever after?
Over there, feed the Gwen. Use upgrade crafting thing there. Ding, ding. And almost time to start heading north again. And there's a quest here, it looks like.
Oh, God.
Sounds like someone's having a terrible life.
Well, not my problem, I guess.
See you guys. Spoilers.
Sally, don't tell me you're out here too.
I'm just visiting.
Well, aren't you lucky?
You got a bad batch.
Oh God, the ice! Make them stop!
There was an accident at the lab. Bill didn't get his gas mask on fast enough.
Let me sleep, oh God, please!
You know, Dr. Verloc keeps trying to make your blackberry. Keeps jiggering around the formula for coconut, but it's never quite right.
Not based on coconut. It's not based on any of the flavors.
Well, you might have told Dr. Verloc that.
He wasn't kind to me. I left. We haven't really talked since.
Please, please, no more, no more!
If he could just sleep, I think he'd get better. Can you give him some sleep?
I can give him something to knock him out, but it's risky. I don't know what's going on.
At least help him sleep, for God's sake.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Get sleep tight. How do I get sleep tight? Is that something I need? Sleep tight. Blood toxin. Velvety something. Digilex. Well, I haven't Digilex yet. Velvety something. Can't even make that, can I? Velvety something. I just realized it's all enough that I have to order, so. Can't make the velvety something, whatever that is yet either. So let's head north. Here's my question.
The worst thing about Joy is you can't read people. How are you supposed to know who people want you to be if you have to rely on what they say?
Personal message for our prudent friend. The fox is in the henhouse. The fox is in the henhouse.
Who's our prudent friend?
Is she the one that's actually going to figure that out? Because I remember Arthur doing it, but he didn't say anything at all. Alright, now we run back and take care of Gwen finally.
Who did that?
Nope, don't care.
Mark of the beast!
Don't care. Do.
What the fuck was that?
Who knows?
You're not the bloody hell, are ya?
Goodbye.
Ain't hard to get, are we?
Let's sleep. Is this a better one? He's gonna strip. No. So, head back to St. George's.
Think I'll skip the scenic route this time.
Oh, that's a neat tip.
Just like childbirth. You barely remember the misery.
It's actually a true story. You sort of just get like happy hormones afterwards. You're like, oh, I could do it again. What's wrong? Wait, oh, clothing. Right. Ooh. Where is my chemical? Here we are. Better chemistry set. Here I can not make it. Where is it over here? It's the antidote. I need digital apps first. So I can make that. If I remember, I need like 4. Oh, I didn't know I need that much. Jeez. Oh, now I can't make the other stuff still.
Mum made the antidote, didn't she? In case she had second thoughts. But she didn't have second thoughts.
Baby milk.
Here comes the airplane.
Don't really need sleep, it seems, but yeah, should just go get that auto baby feeder. Ah, I can fight better too. Oh. Let's go get that auto baby feeder to the south. Yes. I don't think it's been 2 days for the other thing.
How can I help?
Have you got my chemical bag?
Not quite yet.
Alright, whoops.
I had no idea you had to be so careful with chemicals. Give me enough
Whoops.
for a little while.
Auto barter. Buy
Got
the
anything yummy and new?
baby feeder. It'll cost 300. Sell him some of the other stuff. Heavy. Shovels needed for himself. Heavy. Heavy. They're durable. Let's get some of those. Let's go up. Seems how that bag's probably going to cost me a good amount of money.
There you go. Hope your bird likes it.
Flowers. Lionel, flowers.
But you don't remember the flowers either. Wink. Oh shit. Entrepreneurs.
I can't understand all these doubts.
Don't they know how to pretend to be unjoyed? No.
What kind of bedroom story would you tell me? What do you think all day long while you're lying there waiting for me to come back? Do you know all the secrets? Or are you just thinking that you have a poopy nappy and the ceiling is full of cracks?
Okay, I guess I don't do anything with the auto feeder. Weird if you ask me, but okay. Where do we need to go for this? Oh, it's actually sort of on. No, that's the other quest. Where do I need to go? Oh, it's actually sort of there. I don't know where to go with this. I need to head southwest, west, south, west, and then west. If I can make the... Ooh, I do. Oh. Double drugs made. That's definitely useful to do that. But now, let's check the recipes then. Seems supposedly that's why I need to learn stuff. Blood toxin. I can make that. What's the other stuff? Velvet evils. Make that. I need more honey. Still no idea how to get honey from these.
Where shall we wander today? All off!
And around we go. Am I at the right place? Yeah, I thought so. Yep.
Lasciati ogni speranza. Ugh. My nose needs a bath.
And up. I suppose the last person will be like the better, what's it called?
Laying hard to a man's home is his castle.
Just gotta head west now. Oh wait, I gotta head east. For once I'm not heading there. Then after this I can make that last item I need for my Blackberry Joy. It's a bit weird that she's actually focusing on this one. It's taking like days. Change my boots.
Why'd you take the vanilla. You know it doesn't work for you. How could you forget that?
Oh, it's this place.
They've already started. I've got to get to the poison before they all take it.
You've got a bloody nerve coming in here.
Oh, what fun.
This isn't your...
Oh, look, you've been beaten by a girl.
That's why you need to hate, really hate the flesh bag. You have to be willing to not live in it without any solid confirmation that the pickup vehicle is there. Does it seem strange to you? It shouldn't. Jesus Christ said, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it." Matthew 6. The Hindus seek moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. They all ask us to embrace the next world and to joyfully give up this world. Because, of course, there is a pickup vehicle. I've been on it. I've talked to the transcended, both humans and aliens. Trust me, I would have been happy to stay up there, but if I had, I couldn't tell you the good news. I'm not talking about martyrdom.
That was
No
weird.
one's talking about martyrdom. Okay, what I'm talking about might look like martyrdom to the cowards. I'm talking about leaving the flesh bag behind. Throwing it overboard. How can you float up to the pickup vehicle if you're weighed down by a bag? You can't. It's ballast. We have to leave the flesh bag and be our soul. Be only our soul.
Oops.
This is not suicide. Suicide is giving up. This is taking a leap of faith. We have to have faith that the transcended will catch us. There's no punishment except how you're already being punished. There's no retribution unless you already feel like you're being retributed. You just won't ascend. You don't transcend. And sooner or later, but probably sooner, the way things are going, your flesh bag. Let's go. Let's get those cups out to everyone who wants some. This is our test of faith, my friends. We hate this world. We all hate this world. We hate living in this flesh bag, not knowing our higher purpose. But do we hate it enough? Anyone can say,
I'm supposed to go down.
I hate living in a flesh bag. But then you say to them, well, don't then. And they're scared. They're scared to jump.
Don't think so.
What if the pickup vehicle is not really your net? What if there isn't?
Let's heal. Good.
No pickup vehicle. That's why you need to hate, really hate the flesh bag. You have to be willing to not live in it without any solid confirmation that the pickup vehicle is there. Does this seem strange to you? It shouldn't. Jesus Christ said, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it." Matthew 16. The Hindus seek moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. They all ask us to embrace the next world and joyfully give up this world.
It's not.
Because, of course, there is a pickup vehicle. I've been on it. I've talked to the transcended, both humans and aliens. Trust me,
Humans
I
and
would have been
aliens.
happy to stay up there, but if I had, I couldn't tell you the good news. I'm not talking about martyrdom. No one's talking about martyrdom. Okay, what I'm talking about might look like martyrdom to the cowards. I'm talking about leaving the flesh bag behind. Throwing it overboard. How can you float up to the pickup vehicle if you're weighed down by
Let's
a
go through here.
bag? You can't. It's ballast. We have to leave the flesh bag and be our soul.
Undertaker.
Be only our soul.
Useful.
This is not suicide. Suicide is giving up. This is taking a leap of faith. We have to have faith that the unless you already feel like you're being retributed. You just won't ascend. You don't transcend. And sooner or later, but probably sooner, the way things are going, your flesh bag.
Scrounge.
Let's go. Let's get those cups out to everyone who wants some. This is our test of faith, my friends. We hate this world. We all hate this world. We hate living in this flesh bag, not knowing our higher purpose. But do we hate it enough? Anyone can say, sure, I hate living in a flesh bag. But then you say to them, well, don't then. And they're scared. They're scared to jump. What if the pickup vehicle is not really in orbit? What if there is no pickup vehicle? That's why you need to hate, really hate the flesh bag. You have to be willing to not live in it without any solid confirmation that the pickup vehicle is there. Does this seem strange to you? It shouldn't. Jesus Christ said, whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Matthew 16. The Hindus seek moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. They all ask us to embrace the next
That's what they're going to poison everyone with.
this world. Because of course.
If I've done this right, they'll realise the world is a lot bigger than the Garden District. Or something.
Back on the piano. Oh, I get to watch this.
We're going to start handing out the cups now. Don't worry, there's enough for everyone, more than enough. But don't sip it, or you might feel sick for a bit. A little might make you queasy. A full cup and you won't feel a thing. You'll just wake up in a little while, feeling no pain, feeling no gravity, looking down at the earth from the pickup vehicle.
The pickup
and then you'll get to meet everybody up there.
The pickup vehicle.
Hands are really beautiful, aren't they? They're like God's hands.
I've never noticed all the colours. Is this heaven?
Life's so short, you know?
This place is bad. It's a bad place.
Why did you want us to die? Why? It's because you wanted to die, isn't it? You just wanted company.
Let's get out of here. We're leaving. You can kill yourself if you like.
Wait! Don't go! You'll miss the pickup vehicle! You'll all miss the pickup vehicle!
Not the pickup vehicle, no! Is he gonna take it?
You sick, dying bastard.
What are you doing?
Crouch.
These people are trying to get to a higher plane of existence.
Are you mad? Or are you just a swindler who's convinced himself? I don't think I care.
Prove it's not true. You can't. You might as well try to prove that God doesn't exist.
I think Wellington Wells is a pretty good proof of that.
Get out, meddler! Heathen!
Sorry, pickup vehicle service on this line has been permanently suspended.
Ooh, creeps. Which way? Can I just walk out now? Doesn't look like it. Nope. All the way around again. Oof. Right. Oops. Hold up. And out. Yeah. Whoops. To the Witch's Craig. It's actually all the way around again. I wonder if I have enough points now. Of course I don't. Not that it matters, I need the advanced chemist thing anyway. So we finally head south, I guess. Of course not. And first. Drinking tea makes you less sleepy. Because of the caffeine, of course. Too bad the stamina boost doesn't last that long. It's actually useful at this moment.
I wish you could have met Grandmum. Not over dinner, though.
Nice load screen for a reason. And now I'm hungry. Let's eat the stew. Good amount of stamina. Too bad it won't last that long, probably. Almost down here. Really just like running for no reason. So I'm pretty sure Arthur also had the same issue in this zone as well. He just didn't have this tower here to go up. And there goes the stamina boost. Stamina drain reduction. Now we listen.
You stopped them.
How do you know that? Magic?
We can see it in your face.
They weren't very happy with me.
You took away their
Hey.
sense of purpose.
I couldn't let them do it.
What your mother did. Do you worry you have that in you?
All the time.
To be a mother is to worry. You have worlds within you. Only some are dead. Here, the recipes you need to replace the blackberry joy. You'll need red owl butterflies, Opsiphanus cassii. They're hard to find, but they're all over the train station. You can use our old butterfly net.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, perfect. Ollie Starkey lives there. Who knows if he'll remember me?
Well then, blessed be, blessed be, blessed be.
Hooray!
Off I go to the train station.
Oh.
Then, to catch some butterflies.
First. Ooh. Let's do this dig. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, dig. Close this. Keep the lights on. Nest, nest, nest. It's about time to find out how to take care of this. Let's just try a few throwable items first. That doesn't work. How about explosive? Do I only have bigger bangers? I guess so. There you go. Ow. How do you take care of them? Blah blah. Oh, we leave them. Enter some ruins far to the west. How far are we talking? It's all the way there. I just don't quite remember the treehouse being up there. Could have sworn the station was further northeast. Maybe it was all one zone and I'm forgetting that. The nappy can wait. I'm doing this quest. But first, I need to head south. Oh, I have that auto feeder, and then Gwen needs nappies every like 6 hours in game. So you just traded something you didn't need for something you didn't need.
It's her.
What? Where am I torn?
She's the
Clothing. And of course, just suddenly starting to chase me.
She's the murderer!
There they are.
You did it, didn't you?
Hey. Now we wait. Again. Few more people. One more. And now we. Oh, look at that. He's not angry all of a sudden. It's almost like he shouldn't have been in the first place. Wait, wasn't Sally one of the kids? No. Her father's dead. I keep messing that up. I guess I can't. All the way around. Probably have to fight again because
Scorch marks? Did somebody blow it up? I hope the butterflies survived. I hope the whole thing doesn't fall on me.
So I just gotta find it here, or is it somewhere else? Oh. It's not. I should crouch, just in case. That's one butterfly. Really. Already not gonna like the size. Jeez, that was loud.
Fuck in a bucket.
Yeah.
I'm not getting out that way.
Ooh.
I can't let them go off on their own.
I'd go in their place if I could.
They're not hard like you. They're delicate. They're flowers. They still climb into bed with me when they have nightmares.
I'd go anyway.
I'm going to pretend you never said that.
They'll be fine. They'll adapt. Kids adapt.
Oh, you can't understand what it's like, can you? For someone to take your children away, to send them where you can't protect them. Where you can't even hold them when they cry, when they're scared. You're not a mother. And you probably never will be, will you?
I birthed them and I can unbirth them.
Arthur always had the worst nightmares about this place. I suppose I would too. If... Hiding up there, are you? You think I can't climb in these heels? You're so beautiful. I wish I didn't have to crush you into bits.
No! Get away from me! No!
What?
Oh, bugger.
I really have to fight all of those.
Well, you wouldn't survive the winter anyway.
Oh. Ooh, another one of those. And there's some over there, of course. I feel like I should, like, yeah, let's just throw a bomb in there. No point in making it harder than necessary. What? Seriously? That wasn't enough. Oops. I think I just killed myself. First death ever. Unless... yeah. What's the buzz? Sally always did have a penchant for conflict. Her spats with Dr. Warlock could share a chandelier, though of course we always took her side. And Coco, she taught him how to dress. However, Sally's seen her run into someone who gave as good as they got. She's gone on holiday to lick her wounds, and doesn't a certain scientist wish she were there to help? Don't smirk, kittens. You were thinking the same thing. Alright, so how does respawning work in this? Oh. Okay. Seems to have been the cave-in. There's more up there too, jeez. How do we get up there? Where do they respawn, maybe? Seem to spawn with the cave-in, just coming over and over, so... We can erase out.
No! Get away from me! No!
Bloody hell. Well, you wouldn't survive the winter anyway.
Just a second again. Oh, explosive weapons by a small amount increased. Well, guess I'll just continue exploring for now. Rather than bothering with him. There's a ninth over there. It's a 10th. Oh. Gives me 9. Oh. I wonder if I can... Birds are clawing then. Are they? They just seem to be looking for someone to fight.
Now, how do I get out of here?
Yes, go on, do it. Lock them up. Yes, lock them up. Take the keys and lock them up.
Seems to have worked a bit. Oh, thankfully I already have the keys, so I can just walk out.
This is brilliant. I can replace almost everything I need with botanicals and the old butterfly.
Oh, thank you. Now I just need to make this stuff. I think I'm better off just running to the town myself. So. So another thing I'll have to look up at some point is Arthur's song, what's it called? His obituary. Quote unquote. Obituary. But I think we're gonna have to end it here for tonight. And then I'll finally be able to make the Blackberry Joy on Thursday. Maybe I'll be making my way out? Not sure how her story goes. It just doesn't feel like she has a goal compared to everyone. Well, like, obviously she wants to get out too, but right, change my clothing. Take sunshine.
Hello. Let's have a look at you, shall we? You're in tip-top shape, aren't you? We're so pleased you survived the garden district.
Didn't realize that's the actual doctor in there. West. Keep heading west. Gotta make these pheromones and then finish up with whatever afterwards. I suppose based on how many skill points I've got, it must be very near the end. But here. Up here should be. Essentially ended. Right. First, let's make those pheromones. It's the first thing I care about most. Thank you. Oops, way too much. Oh. Blood toxin is something I'll need for the other thing. Chillax, I'm fine. Mercury, I'm fine. Pheromone, I just made. Sleep tight means velvet emulsion. Not good.
I better finish that batch of Blackberry Joy, or the whole world's gonna freak out.
Oops. Yeah, I'll be up there soon, Gwen. Ah. Very good. Is this him?
Lovely day for it, Miss Spoil. The lads have grown quite concerned about the lack of blackberry in their diet.
Then they're in luck. I've made quite a bit of it, and it's all for you, lads.
Oh, won't the lads be delighted? I hope you will accompany me to the station forthwith.
Oh. Shouldn't take too long to get out of here, probably.
The lads have prepared a little merriment to show our gratitude.
What'll it be?
Miss Spoil makes the world go round. Miss Spoil, Miss Spoil, Miss Spoil makes the world go round. Miss Spoil, Miss Spoil, Miss Spoil makes the world go round. Miss Spoil makes the world go round. From H-A-P-P-Y to the F-R-E-E, F-R-E-E to the S-A-V-E-D, S-A-V-E-D from the bonds of S-I-N. Glory, glory, hallelujah, hip hooray, amen, sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah.
Oh, jeez.
It's on a drunk, save another drunken bump, sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah. Pour a sixpence on the drum and you'll be saved.
Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
There, lads. That should hold you for a bit, right? And Miss Boyle will be sure to synthesise a blackberry on time next time, so we don't have all this awkwardness. After all, with all you lads are going through, who knows how long this batch will last? Not as long as the last one, I'll wager.
Gotta head back home.
Fuck. How many times did I nearly get myself killed for this patch?
About 10
Gwen,
or 11.
we have got to get out of this goddamn town.
A rat. Delicious rat.
No.
What? Oh.
It's a rat. You're a rat. You have to be a rat.
It's just a silly feeling. I'll go home and make sure she's all right. I'm sure she's fine. It's just one rat where it shouldn't be.
Now, one day from being able to have the baby carrier, so it'd be fine if it's like, wait till you can buy a baby carrier. It's... And now the general's up here, right? Oh, it's closed.
That's exactly how Mummy feels. She's not allowed to show it to anyone.
Wait,
Not even you.
is that the rash? Chickenpox.
Aren't you hungry, darling? We'll get across to the mainland. I just haven't got the faintest fucking clue how. But I bet there are still cows out there. Or goats. Won't be this awful stuff Mummy proves.
Like, wouldn't you notice the posh marks on it?
Oh, you've got a cough. And a cute little runny nose. And a rash that keeps getting worse.
Oh, the measles.
Dear Lord, please don't let it be
We got
measles.
rid of it. Change the nappy first. Nappy.
Phew. That one's a stinker.
With that, we will end for the night. Tomorrow night will be Fall Guys Shade at 8:15. Olive here has fed your offspring. I hope you all have a good night. I know I will. Bye-bye.